Did you catch Raw last night? I sure did, and it was a good one. My name is Jacoby. Let's get into the wet cap recap. Roman Reigns has beef with Jacob Fatu, so he pulls up and he's on a mission. But Adam Pearce says, "Hey, dude, don't even, you can't open Raw. Jacob's not even here, so there's no point." He gets to the ramp and Seth is there. Seth Rollins is standing there and he says, "You're in my way." So Seth starts walking down the ramp to open Raw, and Braun Breaker attacks him. Security can't even keep Braun off of Seth, man. Cut to the Judgment Day clubhouse. Everyone is pressing Roxanne really weird about Finn, and they're talking to her all weird, like she's in a cult. Real weird vibes there. The Judgment Day just doesn't know if Roxanne's going to be loyal. So in the match, JD versus Finn, she gets a hammer, and she bashes Finn. She has picked a side. Obviously, JD wins after Finn is incapacitated by the hammer. Seth Rollins does a backstage interview where he says, "Braun, I'm not dead yet." At the Visions clubhouse, Paul Heyman comes up and says, "Hey, Braun Breaker, is Seth still breathing?" No answer. Then Logan Paul says, "I really got to handle Joe Hendry. I really need to fight him. He can't fire me. I'm sick of these songs." So Austin Theory is going to handle Joe Hendry tonight. We get Penta and Javon Evans versus Rusev and Ethan Page. This is a 10 out of 10 fire match. Javon Evans is absolutely on fire, and Ethan Page and Rusev win. Cut to Solruka's contract signing with Adam Pearce, and Becky Lynch comes out. She's the man. She was told that this is her time to celebrate. Actually, it's Solruka's contract signing. Solruka calls Becky a rude, big-headed bitch, and Becky tries to punch her. Sol dodges, and she hits Pearce in the face. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right. Now we have Joe Hendry versus Austin Theory with Logan Paul. This match ends in a DQ. Logan Paul gets all fed up. Can we fire Logan Paul? Anyways, the Street Profits come out to, help bail out Joe Hendry. Then Braun Breaker comes out to bail out the Vision. And then Seth Rollins comes out to just beat up Braun Breaker. But in the end, Braun Breaker is the only one standing here. So we got a little setup for Backlash, him and Seth, you know what I mean? Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez from the Judgment Day are after Tag Gold. Paige and Bella better watch their backs. Lyra and Bailey come up to bully the Judgment Day. Obafemi has a match against the Alpha Academy. Tozawa, little guy, comes out and he changes his mind, so he tags in Otis. Otis fights this match for him. Awesome squash match. I didn't know Otis could be thrown that far or even picked up like that. The OTC and Jacob Fatu have their contract signing. Roman Reigns basically says, "You're desperate, you're messing up the family, blah, blah, blah. Jacob, you're ruining everything." And Jacob goes, "Yeah, I am desperate. I'm trying to feed my family." And then he Tongan death grips him and puts him through the table. And we'll get that wrapped up at Backlash. Everything's going to be wrapped up nice and neat at Backlash. Thanks for watching the Wet Cap Recap. What did I miss? I'll be back for NXT, and I'll see you at Backlash. Thanks for watching.